Good evening, folks. How y'all doing? This is Blue Collar Piper, and I'm coming to you guys tonight with a video review. I'm sorry, video reply. Uh, this is going to be a long one, so if you want to go ahead and click like and go away, go ahead. I don't care. But if you want to learn a little something about me, and don't mind sitting through a lot of questions answered, this is your chance. This reply is to Sparkypipe Scott and his 500/600 subscriber contest. By the way, contest aside, prizes aside, congratulations on your subscribers, man. That's freaking totally awesome. Since this is going to be such a long contest reply, I decided to break out my big general. And I have it filled with Newminster Superior Navy Flake. And since it's such a tall bowl, I actually just roll it. I don't have to fold it, just roll it, give it a little twist, and corkscrew it down in there. Bam, it's perfect. No folds needed. Pretty nice like that. So let me get this lit up, and we will get started with 10 questions. I decided to use this jet lighter because it doesn't throw out as much light on the camera as like matches and my Zippo do. They just flare up hugely. But this little Bronson All $3 jet lighter does great. There we go. I think we're all lit up. Do one last tent gear off. Oh yeah. Alright guys, here we go. What is your favorite height, shape, and why? Well, based on my standing collection, they're bulldogs. I have 1, 2, 3 bulldogs currently, which I guess I have more of those than any other given shape. Well, no, I've got more billiards, but they're not my favorites. The bulldogs. I've got 2 bents and 1 straight, and I like them all. I like the way they feel. If I had to go with a second one, then I would go with the whole Canadian Love It Lumberman. Still with the long, extra long briar shank. Those are awesome too. I like those too. Who is your favorite Muppet character? This was actually easy. Fozzie Bear. He was the whole comedian, you know, that worked just a little too hard. I always got a kick out of that when I was a kid. Who started? Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering, I seriously have all this stuff wrote down. Isn't that sad? Okay. Who started your pipe smoking hobby? Well, originally, back when I was in the Navy, in advanced electronics training for subservice, a bunch of us guys decided to go down to the local tinderbox in New London, Connecticut, and we picked up, we had that whole, sailor smoke pipes, so, we should go grab some pipes. So we all got some Dr. Grabos, and we all picked up a couple pouches of Borkum Shrift bourbon whiskey. None of us lasted. The stuff burned my tongue so bad I didn't pick up a pipe again for 20 years. What brought me back to pipes and actually made it into a hobby for it was my dad. And he's on again, off again. He smokes it sometimes he don't. But he's the one that gave me my first pipe before I started piping. My old Dr. Grabo Omega. It's all dog chew. If you watch my videos, you know about that. So he's the one that inspired me to get started in. And as I am with most things, when I find a hobby that I actually get an interest into, I tend to be like a bulldog and rip it to shreds and won't let it go until it's long dead. And that's how I roll. Okay. Next up, Let's see, we've got. If you were a fish, what kind of fish would you be? This was the hardest question for me, and I gave it a lot of thought, and I finally decided the salmon. Two reasons. Number one, the salmon is a hard worker from the beginning to the end. I mean, you know, up the creeks. I mean, just up creek, up creek, up creek. All you know, just to procreate. If there was ever a fish that worked hard, was the salmon. That's something I appreciate. And also, amongst my spiritual tradition, the salmon is considered a sacred animal, as it's the symbol of wisdom. So, definitely salmon. What is your favorite tobacco? Well, now, that kind of depends on what style we're talking about, what season it is, what mood I'm in. But, in a nutshell, today, my favorite vapor is probably it's kind of a tie between Home and Hearth and Home's AJ's Vapor and Peter Stockley's Luxury Navy Flake. Those are the ones I prefer in big straight up. As far as Virginias, I've not really had a whole lot of straight Virginias. Most everything I have is like Virginia with Perique or Virginia with something else. I really want to get into some straight up Virginias. Straight up Burley blends, the best I've had, and I like a lot of different Burleys. The best I've had so far, long lost, your blood brother, Doc Brown's Burley. That stuff was freaking amazing. Englishes, my favorite English to date still is Dunhill's My Mixture 965. My favorite Balkan that I've had, probably Balkan Sassini. But at the same time, I don't count Penzance because Penzance is its own. To me, it's its own thing. Wow, yeah. Right now, though, I've been craving the shit out of Margate. So yeah, I mean, there you go. I really, my favorite OTC has been for a good long time, half and half. Love half and half. Half Burley and half Bright Virginia. Just can't go wrong with that. What animal or thing do you most despise? This one was a tough one too. I gave it a lot of thought, and really, honestly, the word despise is such a strong word, and there's not much in the whole wide world I truly despise. But I do have one thing, and it took a little bit for me to remember it, but I remember it. Chiggers. I freaking hate chiggers. Awful little freaking no-see-ums that burr their little bodies in your skin and make itchy red marks all over you, and they last for weeks. Awful. That's something I could do the rest of my life without ever encountering. And yet every time I go out in the woods, I get them. Where is your favorite place to sit and smoke? Right here, boys. Got my everything I need right there. Extra pipes up there. This is my autofocus stop stacking stupid. All extra stuff here. My big cluttered desk with my computers. And snap. My big comfy wing chair. Could it get any better? I don't think so. Mm-hmm. By the way, this New Minster's, it's a straight Virginia. Not bad. Gets better with age. Fresh when you first get it though, it's awful. Well, it's not awful, it's just not good. Okay, number 8. There you go. Funny face. The most desired pipe, your holy grail that you strive to get. Why? And who makes it? Well, I have an ideal pipe. I'll never have one, but I have an idea in my head. The lights from heaven shining down on it. If I ever see it, it'll be like angels will sing that day. And I've never seen it yet, but I have it in my head. It's a Celtic knotwork weaved bent bulldog with reddish contrast string with a bright red and black swirled acrylic or Cumberland stem. And I mean, it's got to be really like intricate, weaved across the top, weaved across the bottom, maybe some ohms around the little Rhodesian point. Oh man, yeah. Other than that, man, every pipe I see you make, every pipe I see freaking. I went and saw some of Chris Morgan's pipes from his website. I've seen Balkowicz's pipes. Well, the list goes on. Larison's pipes. Dude, wow. I would like freaking consider myself uber blessed to have any of those pipes. But, yeah. Mirrors. There's some mirrors I would love to get my hands on. But anyways, enough about that. Finally, I bet you gaddies are glad to hear that it's almost over, huh? Why is pipe smoking important to you? Number 1. Nothing in this world has ever relaxed me like pipe smoking. Gives you time to think. Undistracted, more importantly. I mean, I can easily get introspective, to think deep thoughts about myself. But when I have a pipe hanging out of my mouth, and I'm sending up smoke, and there's that focal point, that's when you get that little zen moment. And distractions drop away, and you can really, really focus on what you want to focus on. Not to mention, I'm not too proud to say it, I'm a nicotine addict, and this feeds the need. So, that is all. On that note, I want to say good luck to all the rest of you guys who are entering. I'm pretty sure I've got all of the stipulations covered. But, yeah. Again, congratulations on the 600 plus subscriptions you've got now. Totally awesome, dude. And yeah, you deserve them. Even if you don't know why, we know why. So, keep them coming. And as for the rest of you guys, get on the contest. Y'all have a great evening.